Good evening, Captain Beer. How you doing? Nice to see you. I'm just trying to get things set up here. Time for a coffee. Soy Ben Loco. Hello, good evening. How are you and where are you? Thank you very much for following us on the Irish Question Mark Twitch page. Red Sheep Minion, I'll stick to the Red Bull and the weed for now. Okay. How is everybody? Just going to put a little bit of music on. We shall be starting very, very shortly. The big news, I've just been on the phone to my mother in Ireland. They're having a heat wave, 26 degrees in Ireland. They're all melting. Minion Micah, you got the soda files. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, indeed, folks. Crab 88, first quiz in the new house. Big occasion. Take a photo, as long as it's not in the middle of a building site. So folks, you know how to do it. If you're watching this on Facebook or on the Irish Question Mark YouTube channel, it's really simple. All you need to do is come across to twitch.tv/Irish Question Mark, and you can join these beautiful people that are chatting in the chat room. Talking about beautiful people, Heron Doors has just joined us in the room. Good evening, Heron Doors.
Hello.
Heron Doors might be a little bit quiet tonight, folks, and if you hear anybody snoring in the background, I shall give her a kick and let you know. We've had the grandkids since 5:45 this morning. Let's say it's been a while. I'm glad I don't have to do it 5 days a week, but a wonderful day was had by all, ice cream included. Captain Beer said before you fall asleep, he thought he'd say good evening. That's very decent of him. Very decent of him. Gordy and Susan, evening all from a hot and sunny Aberdeen. Well, be Jesus, they'll be melting up in Aberdeen. Now, Heron Doors, I'd like to. Can you say hello to everybody so I can find out if they can actually hear you? Because the rumor is that in all the abuse that you've been shouting at me, unfortunately, everyone can't really hear you. So would you like to do like a sound check? You can pretend like you're on a rock stage or something. Go, one, you know how it is. Yeah, go on. Let me hear you.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Testing. 1 2.
1 2
Oh. Okay, right. I think that's about it. Gordy's 28 degrees. Jesus Christ, 28 degrees in Aberdeen, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether Gordy and Suze will make it through the show. Electric Sheep Minion says he can hear you, but mostly because he knows what you're going to say.
Ooh, this is one smart ass.
Well, he likes to think he's a smart ass, but I've met him in the flesh. He's not that smart. A couple of hot days expected, apparently, here in the Netherlands, 1 or 2 days. Speaking to the elderly ones back in Ireland, and they were saying that they've been roasted for 2 or 3 days, and it's expected to last for 10 days, 27 to 28 degrees. My dad looks like he's Indian. Honestly, it's freaking unbelievable. Dr. Sheep Minion says, no, I only talk big. My brain is ruined after years of substance abuse and working for the civil service. There you go. That if the substance abuse doesn't get you the civil service, well, Talking about being civil and being of service, good evening to Ardo, our FNC, our official Finnish comedian. Nice of you to join us tonight, Ardo. I'm still waiting for us to get together, but I don't know, you and Frank will have retired by the time we actually get together for a walk.
No coffee.
As long as it's not almond flavoured, I'll have a coffee. We will be starting very, very shortly indeed. I was just about to say, basically we can start once Liz the Legend arrives. And honestly, I have the feeling that she's like you, is another white witch. Hello Liz, how are you doing? You were sorely missed last week by me. Basically, nobody else mentioned you, not even your teammates. I was shocked, but I mean, what can I tell you? I kept trying to plug you, saying how much I missed you and how the abuse in the chat wasn't as good as it usually is. Holy smoke! Talking about thinking and talking about people. Happy birthday, Frank! Frank, I just mentioned your name too and said you're going to be retired by the time you get to join me for a walk, you and Ardo. Soy Ben Loco, you are saying happy birthday to Frank. Do you know who Frank is? Soy Ben Loco, where are you? Are you based in The Hague or are you based somewhere else on the interweb? We shall be beginning very, very shortly. Frank, what can I tell you? Your people have not contacted my people. Or if they have, it hasn't come up the chain to me yet. I'll be speaking to a few after the show. Soy Ben Loco, everybody's kind of Frank because Frank basically shares his birthday with us. What can I tell you? It's very nice of you to wish Frank a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Frank, on behalf of Junior, myself, Street Show, the children, the grandchildren, and basically my whole street. Well, folks, what can I tell you? Very exciting show tonight. We have a Scottish extravaganza guest round, kindly sent in by Susan and Gordy. Well, apparently Gordy done most of the work, but I'm going to give Susie most of the credit. She's got a lot to put up with. Let's have a little look. Yes, indeed, you can type George into the chat because the draw is set up and working. There you go. Kindly sponsored by Gordy. First prize tonight in our draw is a week on the drink with Gordy in Aberdeen. Well, there you go, folks. So, Soy Ben Loco, you have already typed George into the chat, and you must know all about the draw then. Electric Sheep Minion says he reckons that sounds more like a challenge than it does a prize. I agree with you. It would be hard work. Although I'd say the breakfast would be wonderful, that Susie would cook a good Scottish breakfast. I've got the feeling this is Susie typing in. You'd need to be on the drink to spend a week with them. Holy smoke! The heat must be getting to the pair of them. Shall we get started, folks?
Yes.
Okay, her indoors is giving me abuse and we've only started the show. Let's get ourselves going. Pour yourself a drink, get a pen and a piece of paper. It's Friday night quiz night in Irish Question Mark's home. Her indoors. Which quiz show is it? What number are we on tonight, her indoors? Could be a senior moment here, folks. 66. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Sophie and Senna, for a beautiful day today with your little brother Sil. Let's get the quiz started. We have 6 rounds tonight. As usual, 6 rounds, 10 questions, and whatever abuse that we can take in the live stream chat. Now, if you are watching the show on Facebook or on YouTube, come across to www.twitch.tv/Irish ? And you can join the chat room and enter tonight's free mystery prize draw. So, okay, question number 1. 30% of the world's supply of hazelnuts is used in the production of Ferrero Rocher chocolates. And what other product? Oh no, are we having buffering issues? Do what Liz does. Get dressed and refresh. That didn't take long. Okay, Frank's back. Liz is back. I'm going to give you a little second. It's telling me the stream quality is good. So if it ain't me, it must be you. So your first question tonight. Ardo, it's running smooth with Ardo. I mean, if it's running smooth with Ardo, folks, what's your excuse? 30% of the world's supply of hazelnuts is used in the production of Ferrero Rocher chocolates. And what other Ferrero product? Good evening, Pete in Dublin. So that is question number 1. What other Ferrero product, as well as the Ferrero Rocher chocolates, use 30% of the world's supply of hazelnuts? And I can tell you, that's a lot of hazelnuts. Number 2. Is this a true fact or is it false? Popeye's father was called Poop Deck Pappy. Poop Deck Pappy. Thank you very much for that little bit of information there, Minion Jesse. Ferrero Rocher. Thank you very much. So is this true or is it false? Question number 2 tonight. Popeye's father is called, or was called, and is called Poop Deck Pappy. If in doubt, toss a coin, because that's usually what Pete does in Dublin. Question number 3. Holy smoke, question number 3. It's Dingbat Man in the room, nice and early tonight. Alrighty, our first Dingbat, which is of course worth 5 points. Thank you very much, Dingbat Man, for popping in. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known 3-word phrase. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known 3-word phrase. The answer is right in front of your eyes. This is worth 5 points. Wonder is Gordy and Susie still alive? 27 degrees in Aberdeen. They're 3 questions in. I don't know whether they're going to make the second round. Maybe I should play a little bit of music and waking them up. What do you think here indoors? Have you got the bagpipes ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Question number 4. I like this question, but it probably means you won't. What is the only positive two-digit number that is twice the sum of its digits? I'm thinking Susie typed this. He might not be alive, but it's nothing to do with the heat. Alrighty. Is that like admission of guilt, do you think, Aaron Doors? Question number 4. What is the only positive two-digit number that is twice the sum of its digits? Let me know when you've got that question number 4, and I'm going to move swiftly along, because it's a tricky one. But when you know the answer, it's so obvious, it's embarrassing. I mean, an accountant like Gordy up in Aberdeen, he should have this bang straight away, because apparently he's good at fiddling with numbers. Minion Jesse's winking, saying, yeah, let's move on. Well, obviously he didn't get it. Question number 5. I didn't say it was a Jan the Man question. Question number 5. Jan the Man! 3 points up for grabs. What are the 3 lifts in competitive powerlifting? What are they called? 3 different types of lifts. Hard, very hard, and super hard is her indoors guess, but you know how good a guess that is. Question number 5. What are the 3 lifts in competitive powerlifting? 3 points up for grabs.
Why is it, when you put a new toilet roll on, you never start it, and I always have to spend ages trying to find.
Don't you think like this is like a bit of a private thing that we should be having off air and not talking to the interweb about how I put a new toilet roll on the toilet roll holder? I put it on like that and I don't start it because I think it's rather funny when you're in there trying to get the toilet roll started. Moving swiftly along to question number 6. Number 6, blue, pink, and brown were periods of which artist's career? Blue, pink, and brown were periods of which artist's career? Question number 7. In our first round tonight, how many calories are there in a glass of water? And that's a half a litre of water. How many calories are there in a glass of water? Yeah? Do you remember the answer? Probably not. Zip it. How many calories are there in a glass of water? Her indoors said we had this answer before, but she doesn't remember what it is. So that tells you how much she pays attention on a Friday night. Holy Moses! Knockers on the blockers. Now, for Soya Ben Loco, in case you don't know what's about to happen, this is a bonus question time. We have 2 mystery prizes tonight available. One in the draw, and then also one on the spin the wheel, which we will be doing at the end of the show. So it's very easy. All you need to do is, when I ask the special bonus question, you type the answer in the chat, and the person that has the correct answer that comes up first on our list, they get added to the spin the wheel. Piglets at the Tiglets, fingers in the outlets. Fingers in the outlets, Frank. My God. Frank's on the jungle juice early tonight, folks. Are you ready for question number one? Now, question number one is a number answer. But before you write down number 69, that is not the answer I'm looking for. The question is, the movie Free Willy was released today in which year? 1990 what? Pete in Dublin, congratulations! And Gordy in Dublin. Oh, Gordy in Aberdeen. What do you mean Gordy in Dublin? 2001, Gordy. When I said 1990 what? Listen carefully, man, will you? The correct answer was 1993. And Pete in Dublin was the first person to What does the D? Mark, you're gone.
Yes, you have.
I'm back. I'm back. What is causing this? My God, folks, what is wrong with the interweb tonight? Melissa Mann is now following. Nice to see that you are with us again tonight, Melissa Mann. Mr. Ian Taylor is now following as well. Ian, formerly of the Fiddler.
Back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Liz is going, really, question mark? Is that towards me or towards Melissa Mann? So question number 8 in our first round tonight. What does the D stand for in DC Comics? What does the D stand for in DC Comics? I'm trying to call Melissa to add her to our call, but I can't believe she is really here. Well, I'm not sure whether she's really here, but she's just followed on Twitch, so that tells me that she was here. Okay, I'm just getting a little notification saying that stream disconnected. So it's actually the stream that disconnected and reconnected instantly. So unfortunately, it has nothing to do with the internet and nothing to do with you. But it is telling me that the stream quality is good. And that's without her indoors, our technical expert, doing a thing. I mean, she is so efficient, it is frightening. Moving swiftly along to number 9. In the children's tale, who jumped out of the oven and ran away? In the children's tale, who jumped out and ran away? Jumped out of the oven and ran away. And I'd like to thank Jesse and Micah for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Yeah, baby, it is anagram time, and what can I tell you? Happy birthday, Frank! Boom shakala! Her hotel truck is an anagram of the 2010 Academy Award winner for Best Picture. 3 words in the answer, so work it out for 5 points, folks. Her hotel truck is an anagram of the 2010 Academy Award winner for Best Picture. Dashing Dave, nice haircut, Mark. It makes you look handsome like a policeman. It's a pity that I wasn't wearing a balaclava behind a riot shield with you in my sights, my friend. Nice to have you here, Dashing Dave. Thank you very much, Pete in Dublin, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Now, folks, what can I tell you? If you'd like to be added to tonight's free draw at the end of the show, then all you need to do is type George into the chat. I have to warn you, folks, I'm really glad we're not doing this quiz on Zoom. Gordy's just put a note in saying it's so hot that he's going to do the rest of the quiz naked. I'll have 11 digits for the next spin the wheel. He is really not a well man, folks. Okay, small digits. Yes, indeed. A few, 1 or 2 very small. Okay, folks, I've just put the links into the chat for the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much, people that sent in some donations so far. Cheers. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, folks, are you ready? It is Susan and Gordy's Scottish Extravaganza Trivia Round. Alrighty, folks, let's get started. Now, what can I tell you? Some of these questions are a little bit strange, but the person that sent them in, well, he's a lot stranger than the little bit. Okay, so here we go. The Scots love to boast about the inventions they have given to the world. John Logie Baird is often the first name that they will throw at you. But what did he invent? That's your first question, folks. It is double points. And what can I tell you? I have to say, her indoors borrowed the bagpipes of a friend of ours and has been practicing all week. I mean, she's basically got it, folks. We'll get her to play it one more time when we're doing the answers. Have yourself a cup of coffee there and chill out her indoors. So that is question number 1. Double points, remember. Double points. Question number 2. Now, as Gordy says, Mark's favourite team is Glasgow Celtic. And he has invited you to attend a game with him. In deciding what to wear and what not to wear, Gordy's second question tonight is, what colour of scarf should you particularly avoid? What colour of scarf should you particularly avoid? Number 3. What was the name of the Scottish folk hero portrayed by Mel Gibson in Braveheart? First and second name get you the 2 points. I'd like to thank Gordy and Susie for this wonderful Scottish guest round. Coming all the way from, I know you're not going to believe it, sunny Aberdeen. Question number 4. Possibly the hardest question in his 10 questions. Whose mother was born Mary Ann MacLeod, the youngest of 10 siblings, on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland in 1912. She has a very famous son. Whose mother was born Mary Ann MacLeod, the youngest of 10 siblings, on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland in 1912. Question number 5. Yeah, baby, it's anagram time. Mix up these words, and it's the anagram of a Scottish celebrity. Remember that Gordy mentioned, Gordy put the round together, so he classes him as a celebrity. I class him as a lunatic. My gonads roar is an anagram of which Scottish celebrity? Mix the words up. You get 5 points if you guess it correct. Or Prevo, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Cheers. Question number 6 is a multiple guess. Cock-a-leekie is one of the following things. A Scottish breed of hen. B, a Scottish delicacy. C, a Scottish town. Or D, incontinence caused by whiskey. Cock-a-leekie is one of the following. A Scottish breed of hen. B, a Scottish delicacy. C, a Scottish town. Or D, incontinence caused by whiskey. Liz is asking, is the anagram a double points? Well, guess what? The anagram's in the double points round, so that does indeed mean 10 points if you guess what Gordy's anagram round was. I think Gordy's going to be very confused in this round. He's going to get all the answers mixed up, obviously. Question number 7. Well, have a look at that lovely couple. Gordy and Susan are pictured at the southern end of this Scottish body of water. Now, this famous body of water has more fresh water in it than all others in the UK combined. It's a lot of water, folks. What is it called? Nice picture of Gordy and Susie, pictured at the southern end of this Scottish body of water. It is absolutely massive. It's got more fresh water than all other bodies of water in the UK combined. What is this called? Number 8. Which of these Scottish patriots were actually born in England? Shh. A, Rod Stewart. B, Sean Connery. C, Andy Murray. Or D, my favourite out of the 4, Billy Connolly. A, Rod Stewart. B, Sean Connery. C, Andy Murray. Or D, Billy Connolly. Number 9. What Scottish export has been banned in the United States of America since 1971? Jay Halstrick, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Cheers. And our last question in this, our guest round, all the way from sunny Aberdeen. Question number 10. Multiple guess. The Gaelic for whiskey is Iscabaha. Iscabaha. What is its literal meaning? Does it mean A, spirit of Scotland, B, heartwarming liquid? That ain't right, especially if it's Scotch. C, good health, or D, water of life? The Gaelic for whiskey is Iscabaha. What is its literal meaning? A, spirit of Scotland, B, heartwarming liquid, C, good health, or D, water of life? Okay, folks, so make sure that you have typed George into the chat so you can win one of our prizes. Great round, Gordy and Susan. Her indoors is trying to stir it up a little bit, I think. Okay, so that was our double points round. So, folks, we have a few additions on our Mystery Prize Winners Club tonight. Yes, indeed. Amanda in Scheveningen, I popped out last Sunday and I got to see her, which was really, really nice. Socially distant, of course, but we had a little illegal hug. Okay, folks, so round 3 is a multiple guess round. Now, I don't often put these rounds in, but the last time I put it in, Liz the Legend, her indoors Mark II, got a little bit upset and said to me, you know, I don't really like them multiple guess question rounds because you're not really testing your knowledge. It's basically just a gamble. So I thought, why not do another round just to see? Because I wasn't really sure whether she was going to turn up this week. You know, like she let us all down last Friday. I mean, you know, there's people that have been basically in mourning since last Friday. I don't know who, but I'm sure there is. Okay, so let's get started. Question number 1. What do you do with a hookah? What do you do with a hookah? Keep your thoughts clean, Gordy. Susie might be watching the show. Do you A, smoke it? Do you B, wear it? Do you C, shag it? Or do you D, drink it? Pete says that's too easy. What do you do with a hookah? Legacy Minion said, I took a hookah to a hookah with a faruka. Throw in a few quid, Pete. That isn't one of your choices. A, smoke it. B, wear it. C, shag it. Or D, drink it. In our round 3, our multiple guess round. Question number 2. Song from 1991. Load up on guns. Bring your friends. Is the opening line to the lyrics of what hit song? Is it A, Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains? B, Janie's Got a Gun by Guns N' Roses, C, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, or D, You Could Be Mine by Guns N' Roses? Heron Doors, do you know all 4 songs? Load up on guns, bring your friends is the opening line to the lyrics of what hit song? Is it A, Down in a Hole, B, Janie's Got a Gun, C, Smells Like Teen Spirit, or D, You Could Be Mine?
You won't be singing that answer.
You won't be singing that answer. Question number 3. With what other country does Portugal share its only land border? If you think it's Italy, then type A, or write A, sorry. If you think it's Greece, write B. C, write France if you think it's C. And if you think it's Spain, D. Liz, stop typing letters randomly in the chat. Captain Beer, thank you for your donations to the virtual tip jar. Soy Ben Loco, open another bottle of wine. Well done. Holy Moses! Kickers on the tickers! Yes, folks, it's your second time to get a chance to get on the spin the wheel. Spin the wheel questions. Okay, I have them. Okay, folks, what can I tell you? Everyone can enter this spin the wheel except Gordy or Susie up in sunny Aberdeen. Gordy sent me a Scottish question for the spin the wheel. Get your paws off your balls. Fingers in the door. Okay, so here we go. Listen very carefully. The shortest commercial flight in the world is in the Orkney Islands from West Ray to Papa West Ray. At less than a minute long, how long in seconds is the actual flight? The shortest commercial flight in the world is in the Orkney Islands, from West Ray to Papa West Ray, at less than a minute long. How long is the flight in seconds? Well, the last time I went to school, there wasn't 72 seconds in a minute. But maybe things have changed since Liz went to school. The correct answer is 47 seconds. And typing 47 seconds is Minion Jesse. Frank was hedging his bets. 51, 50, 49, 48, 47 and 46. He was just a little bit slow. Question number 4. Are you writing down them new... oh, you're the best. The soundtrack of what movie is the best-selling movie soundtrack of all time? Is it A, Footloose, B, The Bodyguard, maybe C, Saturday Night Fever, or D, Pulp Fiction? The soundtrack for what movie is the best-selling movie soundtrack of all time? If you think it's Footloose, A, B, Bodyguard, C, Saturday Night Fever, or D, Pulp Fiction. Number 5 in our multiple guess round. By popular demand from Liz the Legend, Which country in the world is the leading producer of mangoes? Is it A, India, B, Brazil, C, Madagascar, or D, Colombia? A, India, B, Brazil, C, Madagascar, and D, Colombia. So which country is the world's leading producer of mangoes? Now, if you follow Liz's little, what's it called when someone drops a clue and then like it's not really the correct answer and it's just sort of to throw you. A red herring. Well done. Actually, it's about time I had a broja herring this year. Ignore the Lion King because that's wrong. Liz, write down the Lion King. You might get some points. Moving swiftly along to question number 6. What cocktail consists of vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice, and it's served with a crushed ice in a copper mug? Is it A, White Russian, B, a Moscow Mule, C, Cuba Libre, or D, Dark and Stormy? Let the sheep minion, I'm glad you don't own a restaurant. Add some puffages to your broja herring. So question number 6 in Liz the Legend's multiple guess round. What cocktail consists of vodka, ginger beer, and some lime juice, and it is served with crushed ice in a copper mug? White Russian, Moscow Mule or Moscow Mule, Cuba Libre, Dark and Stormy. That's your 4 choices. It is indeed. What is produced by your lacrimal glands? Look at that, folks. I even found a holy moly little sticker to put in. But I only put that in because of suggestion number D. A, is it A, bile, B, sweat, C, tears, or D, probably everyone's favorite, breast milk? What is produced by your lacrimal glands? A, bile, B, sweat, C, tears, or D, breast milk? Number 8. Sorry, Ardo. You better get another one sorted. Ardo said he had a joke about this for half time, but never mind. What is the better known stage name of the celebrity born Brian Hugh Warner on January the 5th, 1969? Is it A, Vanilla Ice, B, Sting, C, Vin Diesel, or D, Marilyn Manson? What is the better known stage name of the celebrity born Brian Hugh Warner on January the 5th, 1969? A, Vanilla Ice, B, Sting, C, Vin Diesel, or D, Marilyn Manson? Not Marilyn Monroe, no. Thank you very much, Gordy and Susie, for your donation from sunny Aberdeen. I'm trying to say sunny Aberdeen as often as possible. It only happens once every 10 years or so, I think. Liz said she's got a hooker story at halftime. That doesn't surprise me. Number 9. In a large hotel or professional kitchen, who or what is the pâtissier? Is it A, a broiler oven, B, a pastry chef, C, a sauces expert, or D, a pastor roller. In a large hotel or a professional kitchen, who or what is the pâtissier? Is it A, a type of broiler oven, B, a pastry chef, C, a sauces expert, or D, a pasta roller? And our last one, it's Dingbat time. Alrighty, folks. I'm reading the chat, but I'm getting confused. Why am I getting confused? Well, Liz said, I've got a hookah story for half time. Gordy said, is it about your friend, Liz? I actually was going to say, is it about your work colleague? But then I thought she might get the wrong idea about that. But then she said, it's actually about my dad. Can't wait to hear it. Number 10 is a dingbat. Solve this dingbat to reveal a famous celebrity. Behave yourself, her indoors. Okay, folks, so that is our first 3 rounds. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That went rather smooth tonight. Have you got round 1 there by any chance, her indoors?
No.
No.
But I'll know the answers.
Did someone take hookers on a merry-go-round because they were too awkward to do anything else? Did someone lose their glasses? Watch out! Put a 10-meter board across your back in case you fall in. Asking for a friend. All right, let's move swiftly along. Folks, it is half time. Let me give you the questions and answers to our first half of the show. You 1 point for each correct answer and 5 points for a dingbat answer or 5 points for an anagram answer. Make sure that you are watching or joining us on twitch.tv/Irish ? If you want to be included in tonight's raffle. Simply type George. You can only do that if you are watching the playing along with us on the Twitch format. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much for the people that have sent in some donations so far. I've just put the link back into the chat. Thank you very much indeed, folks. You know where to find me. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course here on Twitch. What do you do with a hooker that can suck an orange through a hose pipe? Hire her. Moving swiftly along. Here are your answers to the propose. I was pretty close. What? What? Harry Dorset, obviously what? Folks, what can I tell you? 30% of the world's supply of hazelnuts is used in the production of Ferrero Rocher chocolates. And what other Ferrero product? The correct answer is Nutella. Give yourself 1 point if you guessed that correct. Question number 2. True or false? Popeye's father was called Poop Deck Pappy. It is true. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. Let the sheep minion. It was Nutella, apparently. I think he means a 4-letter word beginning with S and ending in T. Number 3, solve this dingbat nice and easy. Dice with death for 5 points. Is or was Nutella. Number 4. What is the only positive 2-digit number that is twice the sum of its digits? The correct answer is 18. So if you add 1 and the number 8, you get 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Did anyone get that one right? I wonder, did our accountant up in Aberdeen get that? Herman Doors, did you guess that one?
Yeah.
Don't tell lies. Pete in Dublin, he's another accountant, good with figures, but good with... Oh, Gordy got it too. Minion Jesse, Liz the Legend, well, probably Pat the Beard. In fact, I haven't heard from Pat the Beard. Is Pat the Beard with us tonight, Liz the Legend? 3 points up for grabs. What are the 3 lifts in competitive powerlifting? The squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Pat had dinner plans this evening. Poor Pat, he's probably going to watch it on the replay. It's just us dummies left over. Yeah, all right. Question number 6. Susan had snatch. No further comment. Blue, pink and brown were periods of which artist's career? The correct answer is Pablo Picasso. Question number 7. How many calories are there in a glass of water? The correct answer is the same as the last time I asked. None. So that's why anytime you're hungry, especially after 6 o'clock in the evening, it is not advisable to have a coffee and a full bar of dairy milk her indoors. You're better off having 2 pints of water.
Or an apple pie and twisters.
Moving swiftly along. Question number 8. What does the D stand for in DC Comics? The correct answer is, for 1 point, detective. I can't actually think the last time I had apple pie and custard. When was the last time you had coffee and dairy and a half a massive bar of Dairy Lee chocolate?
In about 20 minutes' time.
In about 20 minutes' time. Alrighty. Number 9. In the children's tale, who jumped out of the oven and ran away? It was, of course, the gingerbread man.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Folks, she's been practicing that all week, I can tell you. You want to do it again?
No.
Okay. And number 10. Holy Moses! It's Liz the Legend doing her dance. I had to squeeze Liz the Legend in this week because there only was 1 or 2 anagrams. Her hotel truck, and that's easy for you to say, is an anagram of the 2010 Academy Award winner for Best Picture. 3 words, a fantastic movie called The Hurt Locker. If you guessed that right, give yourself 5 points. If you didn't guess it right, give yourself a slap on the back of the head. Herman Doors, are you ready?
What?
Fill that there, fill the bagpipe. Go on, get it started. Come on, get it started. Oh, hi, can you understand it, Paul? Susan and Gordon's Scottish extravaganza. All right, folks, double points up for grabs. Number 1. The Scots love to boast about their inventions they have given the world. John Logie Bard is often the first name that they will throw at you. What did he invent? He invented the television. Number 2. Mark's favourite team is Glasgow Celtic, and he has invited you to attend a game with him. In deciding what to wear, what colour of a scarf should you particularly avoid? For 2 points, the correct answer is red, white and blue for that not so famous Scottish team called Newco. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed red, white or blue. Now, when I received the email from Gordy sending in his question round, he sent this picture saying, look, it's one of Celtic's prettiest supporters, Susan Boyle, and her top trouser button is even busting as she was on the park at Parkhead. That's the quality of the birds that support the hoops. So I went on the internet. Holy Moses, I have to remind you, Gordy, she is Scottish, but when I searched for some true Celtic fans, that's the quality of the birds that support the hoops. Question number 3. What was the name of the Scottish folk hero portrayed by Mel Gibson in Braveheart? The correct answer for 2 points, William Wallace. Number 4. Whose mother was born Mary Ann MacLeod, the youngest of 10 on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland in 1912? The correct answer is Donald Trump. By the way, the extra little line about the German blood accounted for his personality was, of course, sent kindly in by Gordy. Family Van Trick, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Yes, indeed, there is that Scottish celebrity, my gonads roar. 10 points, because it is a double points round, if you guessed Gordon Ramsay. Bones on the Stones. It is time for our third question in our Spin the Wheel section of tonight's show. It's a number question, and the answer is not 69. The question is, and I suppose we could say, Jan the Man asks this question about a Spin the Wheel. Thank you very much. Grabbers at the Towers. The question is, how old is the footballer Gareth Bale today? Today was, or is, Gareth Bale's birthday. How old is Gareth Bale today? Gordy straight in at 32. Congratulations, Gordy. Liz, obviously it's a football question. Liz and Captain Beer know nothing about football. The question, the answer is 32. Talking about know nothing about football, a Leather Sheep Minion wrote 13. Enough said. Number 6. Cockaliki is one of the following. A Scottish breed of hen. B, a Scottish delicacy. C, a Scottish town. Or my favourite, D, incontinence caused by whiskey. The correct answer is B. It is a fine type of soup.
Don't you believe it?
It is indeed. Electric Sheep Minion prefers the other little video of kilts. I bet you do. Now, folks, number 7, Gordy and Susan are pictured here in more suitable weather conditions at the southern end of the Scottish body of water that actually has more fresh water in it than all other waters in the UK combined. What is it called? It is Loch Ness. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed that one right. Number 8. Which of these Scottish patriots was actually born in England? The correct answer is answer A, Rod Stewart. I'd also like to thank Gordy for putting this little newspaper clipping in and asking me to share this with you all tonight. Number 9. What Scottish export has been banned in the USA since 1971? The correct answer is haggis. Haggis has a sheep heart and liver, but it is in fact the pieces of sheep lung that gets it banned. And number 10, the Gaelic for whiskey is Iskerbaha. What is the literal meaning? The correct answer is D, water of life. Thank you very much indeed, Gordy and Susie, for an absolutely fantastic guest round. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, folks, this show is all about you. If you want to send in a guest round, send it to me as soon as you can so I can have a little play around with it and make sure it isn't too over the top, absolutely outrageously difficult, like next week's USA round might possibly be. Thank you very much, Gordy, and I have to say, Gordy and Susie are extremely happy tonight. It's probably the first time that they actually got full marks in a round. Back to Liz the Legends. Have a guess round, multiple guess. What do you do with a hookah? 1 point for A. You smoke it. Question number 2. Load up on guns, bring your friends is the opening line to the lyrics of what song? The correct answer is C. Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Number 3, with what other country does Portugal share its only land border? The correct answer is D, Spain. Number 3, the soundtrack of what movie is the best-selling movie soundtrack of all time? It is B, The Bodyguard. Number 5, what country is the world's leading producers of mangoes? The correct answer is A, India. Your next one, number 6. Ardos sent me a challenge. Can anyone mention a single song from The Bodyguard, by the way? Besides the Dolly cover? Well, that was the one I was going to sing, but we'll let it go. What cocktail consists of vodka, ginger beer and lime juice served with crushed ice in a copper mug traditionally? The correct answer is B, a Moscow Mule or a Moscow Mule. Number 7. What is produced by your lacrimal glands? The correct answer is C, tears. I have to thank Streamlabs for being so quick on the ball. Dashing Dave's little comment about his COCK will go on was timed out by Streamlabs. Please refrain from using foul language, Dashing Dave. It's a family show. What is the better known stage name of the celebrity born Brian Hugh Warner on January the 5th, 1969? The correct answer was D. Marilyn Manson. Number 9. In a large hotel or professional kitchen, who or what is the pâtissier? It is the pastry chef. B. And number 10. Dingbot time. The correct answer is Taylor Swift. Give yourself 5 points if you guessed that one right. My poulet shall continue. I'm still waiting on your karaoke video that you promised me about 6 shows ago. By the way, folks, send any photographs of you, your team, or your family members playing the quiz show, or in fact, if you have any news at all, you can share it with us. Simply mail me directly at irishquestionmark@gmail.com. And what can I tell you? Last Sunday, I made a batch of Irish soda breads. And I put on Facebook that the first 5 people that contacted me and wanted to pop around and pick some bread up, you were more than welcome. Well, guess what? I had to deliver a mystery prize to Amanda. So Strucho arrived round on a scooter, and I jumped on the scooter and drove to Scheveningen. I brought her the mystery prize and some soda bread. It was lovely to see Amanda, and we look forward to getting together sometime at a live quiz show very soon. She absolutely loved the mystery prize and said to me, "Why, Mark, it's rather posh." Another clue, folks. And I gave her some soda farls for her to have with her family later that evening. Good evening, Pat the Beard. I just mentioned you about 5 minutes ago and said you're probably going to watch the show on replay. But obviously, your dinner date wasn't worth spending time with, and you weren't learning anything from your dinner date, so you thought, bugger that, I'm going to leave and come and join the quiz. Pat, you made the right choice. Ardo got a promotion today. Congratulations, Ardo. Dashing Dave, Mark's soda bread is delicious, well worth a visit. Well, let me tell you, Dashing Dave, why don't you visit me on Sunday afternoon? But make it early, because I'm getting my second vaccine on Sunday afternoon. But I'm planning to make some soda bread early-ish around midday. So how about you contact me via email with your phone number, and I'll WhatsApp you when it's ready for you to come round for yourself and Radiant Raluca. Okay, folks, we're going to take a very short break. I'll be back with you with the second half of tonight's show. Thank you very much, Liz the Legend, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. We're back with you very shortly, and Ardo will be our F&C, our Finnish comedian, will be doing a couple of one-liners. See you shortly. Alrighty, folks. I couldn't resist it after hearing what a fantastic story. Little Sheep Minion said, "Oh, that's one of the sweetest stories involving prostitution that I've ever heard." Captain Beer, funniest divorce story ever told. I just didn't know where the story was going when Liz the Legend wrote, "My mother works nights in the hospital." I was thinking, whoa, is that what it's called nowadays? Having met Liz the Legend's mother, I know that she's a lovely woman. Great woman. She'd do anything for you, within reason. And Heron Door says, and for the right price. No. I'll take that all back. Lovely woman. Okay, folks, let's get started. I couldn't paste it all at once, added to the suspense. Well, you definitely gave us a room for thought, that's for sure. Folks, the virtual tip jar is open. If anyone would like to drop in a little donation, I've just put the links back into the chat for you. Thank you very much for the people that have sent in a little donation so far. If you would like, or your company that you work for, you'd like to organize an online show, because, well, with the numbers here in the Netherlands, it looks like anything could be happening in the next couple of weeks, except the fact that I won't be bloody flying to Ireland. Everyone loves a red country now, don't we? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course here on Twitch. Just do a search for Irish ? And we can connect. Talking about connecting, within the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to do a show live from Armagh City. Yes, indeed. I'm going to be visiting my cousin Christopher, hopefully, and doing a show from his lounge without the tapestry or Heron Doors. My God, who knows how it's going to go, but we shall see. Hopefully, it'll all run pretty smooth. I might just send him out of the house, tell him to go down to the pub and have a few pints, and I'll do the show on my own. It's probably safer that way, because I'm the calmer out of the two of us. Okay, let's get round 4, our second half started. So, question number 1. Camels are divided into 2 species. Bactrian and Dromedary. Which species have 2 humps? Minion Jesse saying maybe I can call them him-indoors. So, the which type of camel has 2 humps? Question number 2, especially for Liz the Legend. What is the term for bowling 3 consecutive strikes? Holy Moses, Arto, I thought you told the jokes. Let's rewind rather quickly. Folks, it's half time. Let me introduce Arto, our FNC, our finished comedian. See, it's good in a way because it means that people can see that we're live. Arto, have you any jokes for us tonight that doesn't involve any type of glands? Go on, Arto. Oh no, playing hard to get. Arto. Ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be the same without our FNC, our finished comedian. Playing hard to get. Even let the sheep minion saying, please. Oh no, Minion Jesse's shocked. Arto's furiously typing. Pat the Beard said, any chance, Arto, of keeping up the hooker theme? What did the pirate say when he turned 80? I don't know, Arto. What did the pirate say when he turned 80?
Don't guess it, for God's sake.
For God's sake, no one guess it. Arto's going to get upset. I can't believe Pat the Beard didn't like type in and give me advice. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Absolutely superb. Dashing Dave said, what's ET short for? I'm afraid to ask, Dashing Dave. What is ET short for? I've got the feeling I could regret this. He's only got little legs. Okay, folks, moving swiftly along. Can any of you guess what the first question is? Too late, I'll tell you. Which type of camel has two humps? Which type of camel has two humps? Question number 2. For Liz the Legend, what is the term for bowling 3 consecutive strikes? What is the term for bowling 3 consecutive strikes? A little bit late, Pat the Beard. No, I like this question, folks, but I'm unsure whether you're going to like it. 2 points up for grabs. Name the 2 elements whose English names start with the letter S, but whose chemical symbols on the periodic table of elements do not start with the letter S. 2 points up for grabs. Name the 2 elements whose English names start with the letter S, but whose chemical symbols on the periodic table of elements do not. Question number 4. What is the only word in the English language that can be spelt from the following letters? I, F, B, C, L, A, S, O. What is the only word in the English language that can be spelled with the following letters? I, F, B, C, L, A, S, O, and no others. Open your eyes, folks. The answer is right in front of your eyes. In fact, I think I'm going to make this a 5-point question. It's so obvious. Time to move on. Delay on the Twitch. Bonus question time, folks. You know what to do. If I can find the questions, yes. It is a number answer, and the answer is not 69. It is another famous person's birthday today. She is a very famous actress. I'm going to give you her name, and I want you to guess her age. Her name is Emma Watson. How old is the actress Emma Watson today?
DJ Crowther, 17.
DJ Crowther. DJ Crowther said 41.
Oh.
That's not the correct answer. The correct answer is 31. Let's have a little look down. Who had the first 31? Soy Ben Loco is got the first answer in with 31. Pat the Beard wrote 1993. Wasn't really what I was looking for, Pat. Just don't go out for dinners and miss the first half of the show. You'll just throw random answers into the chat. I mean, your team's done crap without you. Soy Ben Loco tried to type yay, but unfortunately got timed out by our computer. But your name is now on the spin the wheel for the end of the show. Question number 5 is a Jan the Man question. Thank you very much, Outdoors. Canada has 2 national sports. 2 points up for grabs. Name them for a point each. Congratulations, Soy Ben Loco. You will be winner number 4 on the Spin the Wheel. Liz said, give Pat a break, he just got here. Just because your first half performance was a little bit on the sad side, you're hoping that Pat isn't emotionally imbalanced by missing the first half of the show and comes in and saves you and Captain Beer's butts in the second half. I know how it works. Here we go, question number 6. This is a true or false question. Bless you, her indoors is sneezing here next to me. Everything okay there?
Yeah.
True or false, actor Christopher Walken's real name, his first real name is Ronald. Is it true or is it false? The actor Christopher Walken's real first name is Ronald. If it's true, it's Ronald. Well, actually, that's about right. If it is true, it is Ronald. But is it true or is it false? Question number 7. Who is missing from this list of Mystery Incorporated members? Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, Daphne. Who is missing from this list of Mystery Incorporated members? Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, and Daphne. Do. Yeah. Don't say a word. She doesn't get out often, folks, as you can tell. Question number 8. 2. What 4-letter word do pinball machines display when shaking or bumped too violently? Don't say it. It does not begin with the letter F and end with the letter K. Gary, thank you very much for your donation. Gary? Which Gary is that? Would that be Gary Butt? That I thought was Pete in Dublin, but actually is Gary Butt in Ipswich. He used to play in the Sherlock Holmes, but he's moved back to Ipswich. Thank you very much for your kind donation, Gary. Question number 9. 3 points up for grabs, ignoring water. What are the 3 major ingredients in beer? ignoring water, what are the 3 major ingredients in beer? And your last question in this round, it's Dingbat Man. Pow! Kapow! Why, thank you very much for that guest appearance, Dingbat Man. We all know how busy you are, saving the dingbats all over the world. Solve this dingbat for 5 points, folks. It's so easy that I think Pete in Dublin could probably get it correct all on his own. 5-word phrase. A 5-word phrase. Round 5, here we go, and your first question is about Dolly Parton. Question number 1, in which movie did Dolly Parton make her starring debut? In which movie did Dolly Parton make her starring debut? Her indoors is either mouthing the answer to me or she's had a stroke. Twin Peaks is not the correct answer, Gordy, but I like the way Susie's thinking. Moving swiftly along to question number 2. I like this question, which probably means a lot of you won't. What was the last European capital to be liberated during World War II? What was the last European capital to be liberated during World War II? Question number 3. It's another dingbat. Pow! Kapow! Solve this dingbat to reveal a 3-word phrase. It's so easy that I think even her indoors will get this one right. Any ideas, her indoors? The picture's too small. I'm over here. Question number 4. What prevents the Earth's atmosphere from floating into space? What prevents the Earth's atmosphere from floating out into space? I don't usually ask questions about space because I've got a problem with pronouncing it. Space, face. Duct tape is not the correct answer. I don't think so. I'll have to ask my mate, Virgin, Richie, Dickie Branson. Australians because they're upside down. No, Ardo. But we can see where you have such a Finnish sense of humour. Do you think he's finished yet? Moving swiftly along, question number 5. What is the name of the terrorist group that had abducted over 100 schoolgirls in Nigeria in 2014? Just to cheer up the questions in the show. What was the name of the group that abducted over 100 schoolgirls in Nigeria in 2014? Ardo said he's got no jokes on this one. I like the... I didn't know where it was going, Ardo. Okay, folks, what type of bridge carries water over a river or valley? I'm so tempted to read them out, Dashing Dave and Gordy, but I'm going to ignore it. By the way, folks, this engineering feat is found in Scotland. Unbelievable, but I bet you it wasn't designed by a Scot. What type of bridge carries water over a river or valley? Number 7. In electrical engineering, what is measured in ohms? Ohms. No, Jesse, I don't think it goes the whole way around. Liz the Legend wants to know, am I drinking the can that you brought me, or does it look like it? Well, it doesn't look anything like it, because I'm drinking Old Jamaican ginger beer soda tonight. You brought me Club Lemon, which I really enjoyed, both cans, last week when you didn't bother your ass to turn up. Moving swiftly along. IKEA names dining tables and chairs after places in which country? Yeah, but I drink coffee for the first half an hour, Liz. It's no excuse. Question number 7 plus 1. IKEA names dining tables and chairs after places in which country? Number 9. What is the name of the fight or flight hormone? What is the name of the fight or flight hormone? And your last question in this round, round 5 tonight. Which sports company has a logo known as the swoosh? Which sports company has a logo known as the swoosh? Okay, moving swiftly along to round 6, our last round in tonight's quiz. And your first question is, what is formed when iron oxidizes? What is formed when iron Iron.
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 Yeah.
Iron.
Yeah.
Iron.
Yes.
Where I come from, you frickin' say the R, and you say the R in sunny or sunsetted Aberdeen. Iron brew. Iron. Folks, just read the question for yourself. I'm going to go and get a lump of iron. Yeah, that's only because it's Susie. Iron oxide. What's Pat the Beard? Has he been on the grog? Pat, are you okay? Moving swiftly along to question number 2. But no. Pricks on the ticks. It about sums up Gordy's behaviour. Dashing Dave. I take it back. Don't bother emailing me. You're not getting a frickin' crumb, never mind a soda farl. Bonus question time, folks. Aaron. That's another word that will be taken out of the questions list. There isn't. No. We're running out of things that we can, words that we can use. Okay, folks. To get your name on the bonus wheel, it is a number answer, and the answer is not 69. You're going to have to do a little bit of mathematics before you can get. Let the Sheep Minion said, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, or that famous band, Iron Maiden. Gordy, not 2 syllables in Iron. Just, here's your question to the bonus question, spin the wheel round. I want you to add the ages of the following 2 individuals and give me the total as your answer to this question. What is the number if you add Sting's age, that's the frontman formerly of the Police, to Tom Jones's age? What is the total if you add Sting's age to Tom Jones's age? Boom! Captain Beer is right in there. And I often wonder how many syllables are in hurrah. Don't mention hurrah. You're right. Indoor Kite said over 9,000. Okay, folks, moving swiftly along. Question number 2. What is the colourful name of the most famous train that runs from Cape Town to Pretoria? Herman Doors, would you like to ask this question in your very famous South African accent? What is the colourful name of the most famous train that runs from Cape Town to Pretoria? Over to our South African co-star. Sometime today, please.
What's the colourful name of the most famous? Can't read it. I've got my glasses on.
Absolutely useless. What is the colourful name of the most famous train that runs from Cape Town to Pretoria? Question number 3. Which part of the body shares its name with a punctuation mark? Her indoors is running her hands all over her body trying to find the question mark. It's another senior moment time, folks. Question number 4. From which song are the following lyrics taken from? Winter, spring, summer, or fall? All you have to do is call. Which song are them lyrics from? Winter, spring, summer, or fall? All you have to do is call.
I know that one.
You do know that one. Question number 5. Jan the man. If someone calls your sister a dirty hooker in a scrum, what sport does she play? Keep your thoughts clean, Gordy up in Aberdeen. It is a family show. If someone calls your sister a dirty hooker in a scrum, what sport does she play? Dashing Dave, I can't wait to see you on Sunday. A soda farl might not be the only thing that is handed to you with a smile. Rhythm gymnastics is not the answer I was looking for. Question number 6. Synchronized swimming. Haddonfield, Illinois is the setting for which 1978 horror movie? Haddonfield, Illinois is the setting for which 1978 horror movie? Question number 7. In Roman mythology, what was the name of the brother slain by Romulus? In Roman mythology, what was the name of the brother slain by Romulus? Now the next question, question number 7 plus 1, I like this question, which probably means you won't. How many stories does the Leaning Tower of Pisa have? How many stories, different floors? Yeah, not like, oh, I can tell you a story about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. No, unbelievable, you. Yeah? You know, you're not making this any freaking easier for me, yeah, you know? Do you want me to say to you, like, what's in the foundations? Concrete and iron. How many stories does the Leaning Tower of Pisa have? Oh, God, help me, folks. That's all I've got to say. Oh, do I have to rephrase the question? How would you rephrase the question, her indoors?
I spelled it correctly, that's about it.
Would you like to rephrase the question? No. Shall I move on? Question number 9. One Loch Head is the highest village in which European country? One Loch Head is the highest village in which European country? Her indoors, do you know a story about One Loch Head? And our last question in the quiz tonight. It's Dingbat Man. 5 points up for grabs in our final question of tonight's show. Dingbat, it is so obvious that I think Pete in Dublin might guess this one correct. 5-word phrase. Minion Jesse asked, could we have a clue about the Wanlock Head question? It's the highest village in what European country? The answer is no. Okay, so let's move swiftly to give you the answers to the second half of tonight's show. If you are lucky enough, your picture might be up in next week's quiz show on one of the prize winners pages. This is the bunch of people that have our Mystery Prize Winners Club. They all have seen the new mystery prize from Irish question mark, and everyone wants to know what it is. Type George into the chat and it's quite easy. You might win tonight's mystery prize. Thank you very much to anyone that has sent in a donation to the virtual tip jar. If you enjoyed tonight's show, feel free to send a little donation in whatever currency you are currently dealing with. Hello to my cousin Christopher. In the next 2 weeks' time, we will be renaming you as him indoors to be helping me with the show. God help me. What can I tell you? If you have any ideas for next week's show, please let me know by contacting me directly via irishquestionmark@gmail.com, or you can go on to the Irish Question Mark website and my phone number's on there. You can just send me a WhatsApp. Round 4, ignoring her indoors completely. This is our random trivia round. Question number 1. Which camel has 2 humps? Bactrian is the correct answer. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. Question number 2. What is the term for bowling 3 consecutive strikes? Who was I thinking of when I asked this question? Boom! It was, of course, Liz the Legend, just in case she bothered to turn up this week. The answer is Turkey. Yeah, baby. Question number 3. 2 points up for grabs. Name the 2 elements whose English name starts with the letter S, but whose chemical symbols on the periodic table of elements do not. 1 point for sodium and 1 point for silver. Question number 4. What is the only word in the English language that can be spelt with the following letters? IFB, CLA, SO, and no others? 5 points. Yes, indeed, folks. 5 points if you got the clue, because I said, look at it. The answer is right in front of you. It is bifocals. 5 points if you guessed that correct. I bet you Liz and Captain Beer are glad Pat the Beard's back. Moving swiftly along to question number 5. Jan the Man, our official Dutch virtual referee. 2 points up for grabs. Canada has 2 national sports. Name a point each. Ice hockey and lacrosse. Ice hockey and lacrosse. Obviously, Liz the Legend was shaking her ass more so than Electric Sheep Minion. Question number 6. Christopher Walken's real first name is Ronald. That is true. Liz the Legend obviously adding too many dollars when shaking her ass. She's thinking about that hooker again. Question number 7. Third time lucky. Who is missing from the list of Mystery Incorporated members? Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, Fred, and Daphne. The Mystery Incorporated members is, of course, the members of the Scooby-Doo gang, even though Heron Doors gave it away by saying do. Question number 8. What four-letter word do pinball machines display when shaking or bumped too violently? The answer for 1 point is tilt. Number 9. Ignoring water, what are the 3 major ingredients in beer? Barley, yeast, and hops. Give yourself 1 point for each correct part of that. Barley, yeast, and hops. You know, Electric Sheep Minion coming clean and saying that his childhood hero was Inspector Gadget. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Go, go, Gadget. Go, go, Electric Sheep Minion. And number 10. The Dingbat. 5-word term or phrase. Put 2 and 2 together for 5 points. Put 2 and 2 together. Round 5, your answers. In which movie did Dolly Parton make her starring debut? It is not Twin Peaks, but I like the way you're thinking. The correct answer was 9 to 5. Liz wants to know, caught in a catch-22, would I accept that? The correct answer is not this week, Liz, because you're here. Question number 2. What was the last European capital to be liberated during World War II? Prague, for 1 point. Pat the Beard's trying to get some bonus points for the Dingbat. Too bad. That isn't 5-word answer. Number 3. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known 3-word term or phrase. 5 points if you guessed one-armed bandit. One-armed bandit. Number 4. What prevents the Earth's atmosphere from floating out into space? The correct answer is, of course, gravity. Did you like Ardo's suggestion? Upside down Australians. Number 5. The name of the terrorist group that abducted over 100 schoolgirls in Nigeria in 2014, Boko Haram, is the correct answer for only 1 point. Number 6. What type of bridge carries water over a river or a valley? The correct answer is an aqueduct. And yes, looking at this video, the bridge does go round and round, but not as quick as Jesse would like it to. Number 7, in electrical engineering, what is measured in ohms? It is resistance. Number 8. IKEA names dining tables and chairs after places in which country? The correct answer is Finland. And this is, of course, a task question. Things Arto should know. Number 9, what is the name of the fight or flight hormone? The correct answer is adrenaline. Give yourself a point for that one. And number 10, the sports company that has a logo known as the swoosh. It is, of course, Nike. Okay, here are your answers to our last round. Remember, it is 1 point for each correct answer, unless I tell you differently. Question number 1, what is formed when iron oxidizes?
Iron.
Onion. What is formed when...
Iron.
What is formed when iron oxidizes?
Bravo.
Bravo, my arse. Iron it is, and the correct answer is rust. Question number 2. What is the colourful name of the most famous train that runs from Cape Town to Pretoria? It is called the Blue Train. Number 3. Which part of the body shares its name with a punctuation mark? The answer is the colon. Her indoors thought it was. Sorry? Sorry, hold on. Speech is part of the body. What part? The part that comes out of the mouth? Moving swiftly along. Question number 4. Easy. I'll give you the chance to do a little speech. In fact, I'll give you the chance to sing a little song. From which song are the following lyrics taken? Winter, spring, summer or fall, all you have to do is call her indoors. The answer is You've Got a Friend. James Taylor, take it away.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Not that one. Not that one. This is one of our favourite songs. But what can I tell you? Number 5, if someone calls your sister a dirty hooker in a scrum, what sport does she play? She plays rugby. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one right. Number 6, Haddonfield, Illinois is the setting for which 1978 horror movie. Did I pronounce that okay? It is Halloween. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. Winner on the spinner. It is our last chance to get your name on the wheel. Her indoors? Shove it. Okay, here is the question, the last question. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to listen very carefully to this question. It is an estimation question, and it is not 68 or 69, or it isn't even 67. The answer is going to be a certain number of 100 million. So a certain number in front of 100 million. The question is, it is estimated how many Big Mac hamburgers are sold around the world yearly. How many 100 million Big Macs are sold around the world yearly? Liz is wrong. Liz is still wrong. The correct answer is Pat the Beard. Congratulations, Pat the Beard. I'm not surprised he knows, because he was out for dinner tonight. Probably took a friend to McDonald's. Moving swiftly along to question number 7. In Roman mythology, what is the name of the brother slain by Romulus? The correct answer is Remus. Well done, Herendors. Did you notice how easy that answer was to pronounce? That's why she said it. Number 8. How many floors does the Leaning Tower of Pisa have? Or as I like to say, how many stories does the Leaning Tower of Pisa have? The correct answer is 8. That's 7 plus 1 if you're having a problem with my accent. Question number 9. Wanlockhead is the highest village in which European country? The correct answer is Scotland. Now that my question is, did Gordy or Susan guess that one correct? You guessed it correct. I don't believe it. You probably checked it on the internet, did you? After you guessed it, you double checked it on the internet. Okay. And number 10, our last question in tonight's quiz, which is show number 66, folks. 5 points up for grabs for this dingbat time. 5-word term or phrase. I wonder how Liz is going to twist this to try and get some points. Cut out the middleman. Wanlockhead is the highest village in which European country? Soy Ben Loco wants to know, does UK count?
No.
Not where I come from. No, says Dashing Dave the Englishman. Liz said she can't believe we didn't get this. Yeah, just kidding, I don't believe it. No, you can't give her any points, pal. Says Gordy or Susie. So if they say no or nah. All right, folks, thank you very much indeed. For anyone that's dropped in a little donation, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. For the last time tonight, I'll just drop the links into the chat. And if you'd like to throw a little donation this way, it's greatly appreciated. Now, here is some pictures of previous winners from our Irish question mark endorsed prizes. We have at the moment a mystery prize that only certain individuals actually, the ones that have received it are the only ones that know what the mystery prize is. So, for the last time tonight, if you have not already, type George into the chat here on twitch.tv/Irish question mark, and you will be swiftly entered into tonight's draw.
I nearly forgot.
Herendors, you are already entered in the draw. Well, you see, when you come in and you are a regular, you're automatically entered. I have found that out. Yes, folks, please put your scores in the doors so we can see how well or how honest you actually are doing the Irish question mark and without the H indoors. Okay, folks, so good luck in the draw. We're going to do the draw. We're going to do the draw first. Why the hell not? Pete in Dublin got 85. Dashing Dave said, last time I won a novelty kettle. Keep coming back. Minion Jesse got 98. Well done. That's a collection of the minions, I presume. Or it's Micah writing down the correct answers and ignoring Jess's ridiculous calls. Thank you very much, Pat the Beard, for your donation to the show tonight. Let's do the draw, Heron Doors. 1 second. Gordy and Sue's got 87, and we made up a round, which you got full scores in. Okay, I'm going to, a little bit of a drum roll, Heron Doors, please. It is time to draw tonight's mystery prize. Boom shakallah! Tonight's winner is, hey, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Frank. Happy birthday, Frank. Is Frank still on with us tonight? Come on, Frank. He's on the dance floor at the moment. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on and do the spin the wheel, and then we'll call Frank again. And if Frank doesn't answer, I mean, he could have fallen asleep in front of the laptop. What can I tell you? It's Frank's loss, but I wouldn't like to spoil his birthday. Let's move swiftly along to the spin the wheel. Heron Doors, I need you to tell me who the winners are for Spin the Wheel. Winner number 1 on Spin the Wheel is Pete in Dublin. Winner number 2 on Spin the Wheel is Minion Jesse here in Den Haag. Winner number 3 in Spin the Wheel is, oh hi, I'm a tad sunburnt, Paul. Gordy and Susan in sunny or sunsetted Aberdeen. Winner number 4 here in Den Haag is Soy Ben Loco. Winner number 5 is Captain Beer on the 18th floor. Get off that balcony. And winner number 6, your friend and mine. Well, only because he came for half the show tonight. Pat the Half the Beard. Okay, folks. I think it's time that I spin the wheel. Heron Doors, can we have the spin the wheel jingle? She's right out there, folks. Let's do spin the wheel. Let's see who's going to win tonight's mystery prize. You can either come to my house on Sunday and pick this up, or I can put it in the post. Obviously, if it's Gordy and Susan, it's a long frickin' walk. We're spinning. Winner number 4. Who is winner number 4, Heron Doors? Soy Ben Loco. You are tonight's winner on the Spin the Wheel, which means you will win tonight's mystery prize. Soy Ben Loco's message has been deleted for spamming cap letters, but I think it's because you're a little bit happy. It is all fine. Well done. Congratulations. What you need to do is email me at irish_at gmail.com. And if you do that, then we can arrange for you to meet me, or I can put it in the post and send out the mystery prize to you. In the meanwhile, has Frank woke up, ladies and gentlemen? Is Frank with us to claim his mystery prize? I actually don't think Frank has won the mystery prize yet. Soy Ben Loco, you're saying all the right things. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me this year. It's closer than the penalty of England. Don't mention the football, Pat the Beard. Heron Doors still hasn't got over it. Also the fact that I'm quarter Italian and wasn't allowed to cheer for Italy. Where's Jan the man? I don't know where Jan the man is. I think he's getting sunburnt on the beach with his missus. I do believe he's away for a couple of weeks. Okay, folks, I'm thinking that I need to do the draw again. What do you reckon, her indoors? Happy birthday, Frank. Frank has disappeared. I'm really sorry, Frank. And if you're checking this out on the rerun, bad luck. That's all I've got to say. Okay, so let's I'm just trying to work out, can I actually redraw this? How do I do that? Because I've never had to draw it twice in one go. Sorry? We did. We did? Yeah. How do we do it? I don't know. He's probably spoiled with gifts on his holidays anyway. Yes, I agree. Oh, yes, I've worked it out. Thanks very much for your technical advice there, Harry Doors. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Little drum roll. You ain't got much rhythm, have you? Boom! Our winner for tonight's mystery prize. It is Dashing Dave. Congratulations, Dashing Dave. You can now pop round to my house on Sunday, pick up your mystery prize, and you will also get a few Ulster soda farls, because I am now going to definitely cook some of them for you, bake some of them for you on Sunday before I get my second vaccine. Soy Ben Loco wants to know, will she get it, or, well, is it a he, is it a she, I don't know. Will it get an illegal hug? I don't know, let me have a look at you first. Did I say that out loud? Well done to the Dasher. Dashing Dave, congratulations, my friend. Okay, folks, what can I tell you? Show number 66, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. How long will we continue to do this? Keep in touch with me. If anyone would like to do a guest round, please email it to me in the next 2 or 3 days, and we'll have a little look at it. Anybody, please, because I really don't want to put you to the pain of her indoors round, because, yeah. Grown men will cry. Okay, folks, so if you're a prize winner, you can contact me via irishquestionmark@gmail.com, or you can go to the irishquestionmark.com website, get my phone number, and send me a WhatsApp message. Thank you very much. I'm glad Soy Ben Loco has joined us tonight as a new player, and you were lucky enough to win one of the prizes, so contact me, and we'll get to meet each other this weekend. Hey, I only have to finish by saying, happy birthday, Frank. I'm sorry you didn't get your mystery prize. And whatever you do, folks, stay the Frank at home.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine, it's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Just stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going it alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own, shut it down and isolate. Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Watch Netflix in your underwear.
Just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. I think of you, you selfish prick. Just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Just stay the fuck at home.
You're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. You can be a hero too. Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.